All right. Good morning. It is Monday, June the 26th, 2023. We hope you had a nice weekend. It was a warm one here in Charleston. Nice to be back on the Monday call here. As some of you know, for about a week and change there, I went up north to visit family, which was really, really nice. Actually started my trip with my dad up in Canada. I try to go on that fishing trip with him most years. It was fun as always. I'm not sure exactly. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but there's a beautiful lake trout. The fishing's so fun up there. We just catch these big fish and take a picture. Sometimes measure them and then throw them back in the water so they can keep growing and reproducing, and hopefully I can bring my kids up there someday when they're big and strong enough to hold big fish. So that was really fun, and then got to spend some time with the rest of my family. Of course, my parents live in Minnesota, my wife's parents live in Minnesota, so we go from having really like no babysitters down here to up there we have 4 willing and able babysitters, not to mention like my siblings, Caitlin's siblings, the uncles, aunts. So really, really nice time up there, spending time with family. I'm so appreciative and I feel so blessed to work with a team here that cares so much and works so hard and has the ability to just step in when I leave the office for a day or a week. So it's just it's really, really nice to have the confidence to be able to spend time with family and know that everything will get taken care of and they're going to do a great job, which they did. So that was great. I got back in town kind of early last week. So Patrick had done the video, but it kind of this funny, and obviously we would never trade on this, but it seems this common coincidence where like anytime I'm out of the office for a week, the market like does really well, and then last week I'm back in the office and the market trades down a touch. Last week on for the most part Fed Chair Powell just coming out, just kind of a hint of more hawkishness, okay? Kind of indicating that although they paused rate hikes this most recent meeting, as it stands now, they still intend to hike later into the year. So the market wasn't exactly expecting that. You saw the front end of the yield curve move a little bit higher, right? So the short-term interest rates moving a little bit higher. While that's great for money markets, savings accounts, CDs, things like that. Money markets, by the way, now most of them paying 5%, north of 5%, which is great. That's also good for bonds, forward-looking for bonds, even forward-looking for stocks, which maybe I'll do a Monday video kind of explaining how the risk-free rate impacts the future expected return with stocks. But higher interest rates are not exactly great for if you're trying to obtain a mortgage, if you have an existing home equity line of credit, or credit card debt, which I know Patrick touched on that last week. Basically any kind of lending, if you're on the borrowing side of that, the higher rates not great for that situation. So we'll see the way it shakes out this week. One last note, we mailed out a letter kind of mid to late last week. Maybe some of you have received it, but we sent that letter out to any of you that your accounts are held at TD Ameritrade. All right, so at this point, we work with many custodians, okay? But clients at TD Ameritrade, of course, we have this TD Ameritrade Charles Schwab merger that is set to close Labor Day weekend. All right, and so between now and early September, there's going to be a lot of mail you're going to receive. The letter we sent out mid to late last week here, basically just indicating like Really, you don't have to do anything, okay? Of course, you might want to retain all the letters for your records, but like this first wave of letters that you're going to receive from TD Ameritrade, it's largely, they're going to be indicating that any authorizations are going to just transfer right over to Schwab, okay, right? So if our firm, Oceanside, if we have trading authorization or authorization to help you, move money from your investment accounts to your checking accounts or vice versa, all those authorizations will remain as it gets transferred over. And of course, from a liability standpoint, they need to communicate that with you. So you'll be receiving some letters on that front. Again, no action required on your behalf, which that's what we put in the letter there. But any questions on that, just let us know. Again, it feels good to be back. It's just fun to get back in the mix, working on things, planning, all the fun things we get to do here. So questions, comments, concerns, we love hearing from you, and we hope you have a great week. Thanks.